Well, hi, Allison. It's nice to finally see you.
Nice to meet you too. Put a face to the voice.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the opportunity to better understand your organization's needs and for listening to my proposal.
Absolutely.
As I understand things, you've recently implemented some technology into your operation. And not only has it not gone the way you wanted to, but actually your productivity has been impaired. It's negatively affected your premium services and damaged morale.
Hmm.
I also understand that this was a fairly expensive upgrade and it's not providing a positive return on your investment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well, these types of operational issues are pretty common, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But the good news is that our company will devise and implement a plan to help you recover from this. Um, I wanted to ask you a few questions, just kind of get a feel for what the labor climate is there, what kind of management style you guys offer. Are your work areas collaborative and creative, or do they stick with set procedures?
Yeah, we stick with set procedures.
Okay. And were the benefits of the new process clearly explained beforehand?
We've had several group meetings to explain beforehand.
Okay. Um, did you notice at any time before, after, during, were the employees frustrated?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, did you address their concerns?
We told them this was coming ahead of time.
Okay. Do your managers work alongside the employees, or are they kind of hands off?
We like to keep them in a position of fluidity and dissuade them from jumping in.
I see. All right. And my last question, if coaching brought productivity back and your premium services were again working effectively, would you agree that we were worth the return on investment in your company?
Sure, yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, then I'll just kind of dive in. Companies use coaches because they provide a fresh, objective look to your organizational needs. We here at our company we specialize in improving operational process, cultivating better communication, identifying bad habits, and communicating clear expectations, which overwhelmingly increases productivity everywhere we go. Um, we'll provide an objective, comprehensive look into your operation as we go through this. We're going to analyze workflows, logistics, communication styles, staffing needs, and the attitudes and concerns of your workforce.
Hmm.
What we intend to do will help you ensure your process and expectations are clear to both you and your work groups. We'll accomplish this by defining the best operational procedures, communicating openly, ensuring every team member and manager understands his role, as well as how he, as well as the hows and the whys for those rules. And we'll monitor the daily operations and its progress. Finally, we'll leave you with a solid master operating plan, a good MOP for you to move forward. And of course, we're always available for any type of future consultation.
Hmm.
Um, the way that I see this working, without any specifics just yet, we would start with a thorough, structured a business coaching attempt, which we would conduct focus group meetings and anonymous surveys just to kind of better understand what the issues are. That gives us a chance to see what your managers think anonymously, um, what what the workforce, people on the ground, what they see, what they feel. Um, it gives us just kind of some insight into what's going on in the operation. Next, we'll collaborate with the managers and their work groups to redesign flows and logistics of the warehouse to better align with technology. What we find a lot of times is we have a new technology rollout in a workplace and it's not the most effective flow. We've got bottlenecks or maybe the training wasn't thorough, or maybe there's some key players along the way that just don't really get it. People learn at different rates of speed, and sometimes it causes some trouble. So um, by working with the whole team, both management and hourlies, we kind of get a better idea of how things flow well and how they don't. And
Hmm.
then we'll create a custom training program to address the implementation of the technology. So you've paid for this technology, you're going to put it in your company, we're going to make that work. We just have to figure out what that the best flow, the best way to introduce that is. And we'll then roll out a new process incrementally, one area at a time, to identify issues without taking out the entire warehouse or operation. And I think this is an important piece because we're just going to try it small pieces at a time. When we roll things out company wide and something goes south, then the whole company goes south. By rolling it
Hmm.
out into small areas at a time where we can put all of our eyeballs on one area, we can
Hmm.
identify those problems and make the tweaks and the adjustments that we need to before we go wide.
Hmm.
Then we'll establish some clear performance standards to provide structure and ensure efficiency. And that just means once we get the kinks worked out, once we get those small areas working, we're just going to create a plan of action, a set of procedures that everybody can follow. And finally, we'll help cultivate open communication to keep everybody informed of any operational need or concern in the future. And this can be key, especially in a big warehouse like you've got, because you've got a lot of employees there with a lot of different opinions, a lot of different perspectives. And
Hmm.
though you had some group training meetings, it sounds like sometimes when we get all of our talent, all of our eyeballs on every single employee and help them understand what we're doing and why we're doing and how we're doing it, uh, it sticks better. And then this open communication will ensure that they're talking to you and you're talking to them. So
Hmm.
it's a bit of a process, but I do find it to be very effective. Do you have any questions for me?
I do. Yeah, I have a few questions I've written down here. How much time do you expect that this will take?
Well, without seeing the operation, it's pretty difficult to pinpoint it. But based on the size and the things I've experienced in the past, and provided that everybody's on board and right, we're working at the rate of commitment. So if you and your staff are committed to it, I expect this will take about 3 months. Uh, if we get a little over anxious and we want to stop doing things or jump ahead, sometimes that can create some problems. So the way that I propose that we do it is a very incremental way, and I think in 3 months you'll have a really solid operation that you can be proud of, that you can leave and come back to, and it'll still be running.
Hmm. Okay. Um, can you guarantee success?
Well, our methods are proven. We've got a very nice history of progress in our wake, but the success lies on your organization's commitment level. I like to use an analogy. It's a gym analogy. Does everyone who goes to the gym, do they get fit? No, but the people who commit to going to the gym regularly and following the plan do get fit. So I
Hmm.
have no doubt in my mind that your organization will be a solid, functional organization again, making the money you used to and probably better.
Hmm.
Um, but that's assuming that you guys are going to commit to the plan, that we're going to follow it through.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um, can you correct the productivity issues first?
Well, I certainly understand that you've got some chaos going on there in a pretty large scale,
Hmm.
and we will stop the bleeding, but it's a process, and identifying the causes, and it's imperative that we understand what those causes are first. So I realize you want your productivity back as soon as possible, but what we need to know is where we are and how to move forward first. It's a process, but we will make incremental progress as we go.
Hmm. Okay. Um, how involved will you be with the dialogue between management and the employees?
We will be as involved as you allow us to be. I think one of the key factors in this is communication. And I don't know where you and your team are with communication, but we will certainly be there to coach those conversations alongside of you. We're not going to leave you there to figure it out by yourself. So we will be right there next to you, helping you have those difficult conversations, making sure that everybody has a clear understanding of what's expected of them. They understand what's in it for them, right? It's the whole ball of wax. We're going to sell this to them like you guys wanted to sell it to them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes through trust, and that takes a little bit of time. So we will definitely be there with you every
Mm-hmm.
step of the way, the whole time.
Okay. And last question, what sets your coaching firm apart from the rest?
Well, you're right. That's a good point. There are a lot of coaching firms out there, and like I say, your problem out there is a fairly common problem. I think what sets my company out from the rest is that this is the industry that I come from. I've got over 30 years experience specifically in the logistics profession,
Mm.
and I've got specific knowledge of logistics, technology implementations, labor issues, all the things that you've described that you're working on. And I've got a great track record. So I really hope you'd consider us.
Mm-hmm. That's great, John. I really appreciate your time. This has been very helpful.
Well, you're very welcome. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You've got my email, you've got my number,
Mm-hmm.
and I look forward to hearing from you.
Great. I will do that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.